What if I told you the housing market isn't just tough right now? It may be broken in ways we've never seen before. Home prices are skyrocketing, mortgage rates are higher than ever, and homeowners just aren't budging. But what exactly is happening? And more importantly, how can you prepare for 2025 and beyond? So in this video, I'll break down exactly what's happening, what experts are saying, and what you need to do to protect yourself. So stick with me, because by the end of this, you'll have a clear plan for what's coming next in 2025. So first up, let's talk about demand. Home prices are higher than ever, and despite the elevated mortgage rates and rising insurance costs we're seeing, prices are continuing to set new records. So what exactly is going on here? Well, homeowners who locked in those ultra low rates during the COVID pandemic era, they're staying put, and experts call this what we call the lock-in effect. So instead of selling and jumping into today's higher rates, they're looking to hold on to their homes and for dear life. And it's not just homeowners that are feeling this heat. Home buyers are also feeling it. We're looking at one of the most unaffordable housing markets we've probably seen in decades. So even with rates coming down from those crazy peaks at around 8%, the average monthly mortgage payment is still at a whopping $2,100 a month as of August. And that's 24% up versus the pre-pandemic levels. And lastly, 86% of outstanding mortgage loan balances in this country are below 6%. So you can see why, until rates continue to come down, the lock-in effect has a big grip on the inventory in the country. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mitch, your expert real estate advisor. Now, if you're looking to make a move, whether it's across the country or even locally, I would love to be a resource for you. Click the link below, fill out the simple form you see here on the screen, and I'll be in touch. Now, if we rewind to 2018 and 2019, the housing market followed a pretty predictable pattern. Rates went down, home sales went up, and buyers had plenty of options. Existing home sales were around 5.3 million a year. But today, even though mortgage rates have dropped to say 6.5 from the pandemic highs of 8, we're on track for one of the worst years in home sales since 1995. So why aren't things bouncing back like they've used to? Well, experts like 𝖮𝖓𝖊𝖈 from Morgan Stanley points out that this lock-in effect, with over 80% of homeowners holding on to rates lower than in today's prevailing mortgage rate, they're not selling unless they absolutely have to. And that's keeping the market stuck. And normally, when affordability improves, say by 10%, we see home sales rise by like 16%. But this year, it's flat, maybe even down. In fact, over the next 12 months, experts are predicting only a modest 5% bump in closed home sales. It's not the recovery we are exactly hoping for. Now, the Fannie Mae CEO recently came out and touched on three of the main things that are convoluting the housing market right now. The first was talking about supply. Now, after the great financial crisis, home builders got absolutely crushed, many going out of business, and home building in the country was at a slow lag for many, many years. The first thing 𝖮𝖓𝖊𝖈 talks about is the supply problem. Let's listen to what she has to say about that.
Economists estimate that there's 3 to 4 million homes shortage right now, so it takes a long time to build out of that.
Now, this supply problem and really the underbuilding of new construction homes in the United States put what we call a price crunch on a lot of areas of the country. Fast forward to the pandemic, when everybody was looking for homes, the population of the United States had skyrocketed since 2008, and we did not keep up with homes. We had significant price increases. Fast forward to now, and prices have been resilient, even with high interest rates. Listen to what 𝖮𝖓𝖊𝖈 says about the prices right now.
This year, the resiliency of prices has really surprised even us. I mean, early in the year, we thought maybe they would go up 3%. We're now estimating they'll be up 7%.
But it doesn't stop there. Rising insurance premiums are making it even harder for people to keep up. With more frequent natural disasters, think hurricanes Milton and Helene, insurance rates are climbing on those 30-year fixed loans, which is making home ownership even tougher and harder to afford. And get this, we've now have homeowners in places that never dealt with flooding before. Fannie Mae's CEO, 𝕮𝖓𝖊𝖈𝖈, says they're keeping a close eye on climate risk, and for very good reason. There's a growing gap, what homeowners think they know about flood risk and what is actually happening here in the United States. Homes that were never in danger are now facing unexpected flood risk. And that's just not about surviving the storm. It's about the long-term costs of maintaining insurance on these homes in high-risk areas. Think all the coastlines of Florida. We've seen continual storms pass through there, and the insurance costs will continue to rise. So where does this leave us? What can you do to prepare for the housing market in 2025 and of course beyond? So let's talk about some solutions. Number one, let's diversify your financial strategy. If you're a potential buyer, focus on the long game. With the rising insurance premiums and unpredictable climate risk, it's more important than ever to be financially prepared. So don't count on rates dropping significantly anytime soon. I think over time they'll slowly come down well into 2025, but it's going to take some time. Number two, I would explore other markets as well. Remember, real estate is highly local. If your dream market is out of reach right now, you could start looking at maybe the surrounding areas that are maybe more affordable, even if they're outside your original search zone. Now, number three, if you're a seller, remember that the inventory is still low. However, you're going to still have to price your home competitively because we do see some uptick in inventory since the pandemic lows, which is causing more pressure, of course, on pricing. So what I've seen in my experience is you're going to have to really understand the pricing and make sure you price it right to get it sold. Otherwise, homes will have a tendency, of course, to sit on the market. So look, the housing market we once knew during the pandemic may never return in our lifetime, but staying informed and adapting to the new changes, you can make smart financial decisions for your future. So stick with me throughout these updates as I produce these videos every single week to give you value and help you navigate the real estate market. If you like this video, please do not forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because we have more coming out every single week. And of course, if you're making a move, whether it's locally or anywhere across the US, I'd love to be a resource. Click the link below, fill out the simple form you see here on the screen, and I'll be in touch.